Shedeur Sanders get good news from former NFL players and an update of the Cleveland Brown coaching search. We getting ready to talk about it right here on Sports Talk with B. Watts. Do me a favor, do me a solid. Hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed. Hit that notification button. It'll let you know whenever I go live or drop a video. Will you do that for me? Let's get this show started. Let's go. Shedeur Sanders, the quarterback of the Cleveland Browns, get good news from former NFL players. They're letting you know that Shedeur Sanders deserved the opportunity to go into OTAs and training camp as QB1 because of what he did and what he had to go through to get where he's at right now. He started 7 games, the last 7 games of the Cleveland Browns schedule, and he won 3. He won 3 of them without even getting first team reps, without even given the opportunity just to practice with the team. When you start hearing the stuff that came out during training camp, it's amazing. It's amazing that Kevin Stefanski, the head coach, is getting interviews for other head coaching job vacants after what been reported about Shedeur Sanders, how he treated Shedeur Sanders. It's amazing. It amazed me that somebody want to interview Kevin Stefanski as a head coach. But let's listen to former NFL players talk about Shedeur Sanders.
Here's another thing that was bothering me because I don't like the way this whole thing, with Shedeur came down. Okay, regardless of who was behind the whole thing, I just didn't like the way we handle Shedeur.
You
coming
mean
in,
preparation?
Playing,
okay, gotcha.
why it took so long for him to play.
Yeah, right.
I mean, we could clearly see that that Dylan is not the quarterback that we thought he was. I mean, I'm sitting here watching the shit. I'm like, what am I, blind or something?
Right, we were done.
So this is the problem.
Talk to me, please.
This is the problem. When you're the Cleveland Browns and you draft Shedeur Sanders, you know what comes with it. Mm-hmm. You know what comes with it. Only way you can eliminate that if he's drafted to a team that has a Patrick Mahomes, a Josh Allen, a Joe Burrow, a Lamar Jackson.
Of which he refused.
So, yeah, but
because Lamar Jackson and the Ravens wanted to draft him, and the Jalen Hurts Eagles wanted to draft him.
Very true. But if Dante Moore was to enter the draft and he wouldn't want to go to the Jets, would they still draft him? Hell yeah, they'd still draft him. And so they could have still drafted him. And what you going to do? So he gets drafted to a team that doesn't have an answer at quarterback. And now you're not giving me reps? I played a long time. I've never seen that. And maybe the game has changed. I've never seen it, especially when you don't have your quarterback and you're trying to find your quarterback. And so to go through that, what's the first thing we talked about, the first segment? Trae Young.
Trae Young, yes, sir.
Unbelievable belief in himself. Shedeur wouldn't be where he was if he didn't have that.
That's facts.
He would not be where he was if he didn't have that type of belief. He's smiling in the press conference, unfiltered belief in what he can do. Considering I get drafted to a team without a quarterback, because we don't know who's going to be the quarterback, and y'all really not giving me reps, and he's smiling through it all.
Yeah.
Those are former NFL players talking about Shedeur Sanders and the Cleveland Browns situation. It goes to show you, y'all, people know talent when they see talent, just like we know. Look here. When you look at Shedeur Sanders, I can tell that he's a franchise quarterback. When I look at Shedeur Sanders, I can tell you he was the best quarterback on the Cleveland Browns football team this whole year. From day one, they should have recognized that Shedeur Sanders is my franchise quarterback. His upside is way better than Joe Flacco. His upside was way better than Dylan Gabriel. And it played out right in front of our eyes, just like we're saying it right now. It played out that way. So, the Cleveland Browns still going on with a head coach search. They looking for the right coach to come in there. You got several names have been through there interviewing, some people that we know, some people that we don't know. Some people who first time ever interviewing for a head coach. And today they have a former head coach coming in, and his name is Mike McDaniels, the former head coach of the Miami Dolphins. He's a offensive-minded head coach. You got to remember, he was there on that staff, coaching staff, back in 2014, where Kyle Shanahan was the offensive coordinator. So he's come from Kyle Shanahan coaching tree, and he's a good offensive-minded coach. I give him that. But for as a head coach, I don't think he have the personality to handle a young team like the Cleveland Browns. I just don't think he got that makeup. I don't think he can do that job as a head coach. Now, would I like him as a offensive coordinator or a quarterback coach for Shedeur? Yes. But for as a head coach, you need a strong-minded person that can come in there and demand that room. You see what a former Cleveland Brown player said right there, Josh Cribbs. You need a coach that when he walk in the room, they sit up straight because they know that head coach gonna keep them accountable. Well, who you talking about, B. Watts? Hey, you need somebody gonna keep Myles Garrett accountable. Just don't worry about the pass rush. You need to worry about stopping the run too. Jerry Jeudy. You need a head coach that's strong enough to, man, look at here. You need a strong head coach that can challenge Jerry Jeudy when he get out the pocket. Not only that, but raise his level up. Give him confidence that he can do this. He can get open. He can catch the ball when it be thrown to, even though he led the lead and dropped passes last year. You need a head coach that's strong like that. Have those abilities to bring out the best in a player. And you need a head coach that can challenge Shedeur too. Yeah, Shedeur too. They're not going to be scared. Say, hey, Shedeur, I don't like the way you did this. You need to do that. You need a head coach that'll do that. You need a head coach that can do that. You see, you can't just listen to Cleveland media all the time when it comes about this coaching thing, because Tony Grossi, especially him, man, he got a different agenda out there. He out there trying to promote other coaches because his coach got fired. He didn't like Kevin Stefanski getting fired. He wanted both of them. He wanted Andrew Berry gone too. And he wants somebody to get rid of Shedeur. So he put out this false, well, it ain't no false statement. It's a lie. It seemed like it's a lie about the former head coach of the Baltimore Ravens, John Harbaugh. You remember, Tony Grossman said he wants $20 million a year. He wants $10 million for his coaching staff. He wants full control of the roster, and he want to bring in his own GM. Well, there's a reporter by the last name Jones, a NFL insider, not a Cleveland Brown reporter, NFL insider, said that was a lie. He talked with John Harbaugh and his agent, and they put out that statement right there. So you can't listen to Mary Kay, and you can't listen to Tony Grossi. They got their own agenda, family, because those are the ones who were saying if the Cleveland Browns fire Kevin Stefanski, he'll have a job in the next 24 hours. Yeah. I don't know what time it is. How long it been since he been fired, man? They going on 2 weeks. This is 2 weeks. He done interviewed on 5 or 6 jobs. Ain't nobody hired him yet. Haven't anybody hired him yet. I'm just saying, some people you just can't listen to. You got some people out there upset because Shedeur and the Cleveland Browns won their last 2 games because they wanted that number 1 pick so they could get Mendoza. You just got people out there with, it's just crazy. I thought y'all wanted a winning quarterback, Cleveland Brown media. I thought you want a winning quarterback. Shedeur beat two of the best quarterbacks in the NFL with a bunch of bag up mishap. You seen that offensive line that Shedeur was playing with? Did you see number 68? Did you see number 72? You're looking at it right there. He went out there and beat Joe Burrows and Aaron Rodgers with that offensive line. But they wanted Shedeur to lose. They wanted the Cleveland Browns to tank so they can get a quarterback other than Shedeur Sanders. This is what it's going to come down to, and you're going to start hearing it more. They're going to ramp it up. They don't want Andrew Berry as the GM, and they don't want Shedeur Sanders as the quarterback. What do those two have in common? Okay, then. I'm just keeping it real with you. But I got faith in Andrew Berry that he's going to do the right thing and hire the best coach for the Cleveland Browns. And Shedeur Sanders is going to be that QB1 for the Cleveland Browns. You heard it right here on Sports Talk. Will B. Watts, do my favor. Do my solid. Hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed. Hit that notification button. It'll let you know whenever I go live or drop a video. Hey, if you like to support the broadcast in any kind of way, hey, join the membership. Until later on, peace.
Wizard.